All right, you guys, today I am sharing our January morning basket with you. I have a little bit of a winter slash baking slash candy making theme to go along with this morning basket. You guys know that I love themes. So I'm going to share, because we have a little bit of a mix of everything. So I'm going to share our devotional with you guys first, and then I'll move into the winter books and then the baking and candy making books. Now, despite my best efforts last month, because we took the whole month off, my intention was to take the whole month off from our curriculum, but to finish out our devotionals and or our devotional and our read alouds. That did not happen. We ended up just taking the whole month off from everything. So we are going to be finishing up our Not Consumed devotional from last month. And then once that is over, we are going to pause our Not Consumed devotionals for the year. Not for the whole year, but just to do this one study. Because I had got my kids, my 6 and 9-year-old, the Unseen, the Armor of God for Kids devotionals by Priscilla Schreier. And my oldest, I had asked to get me for Christmas the Armor of God for adults. And so we are going to be using these devotionals as soon as we finish up our Not Consumed one. If you guys have never done a devotional from Priscilla Schreier, I've only done one, but I absolutely loved it. So I'm really, really looking forward to the Armor of God by her, and just diving into that with the kids. This is a 6-week devotional, so I will be doing that. The kids is a little different. Theirs they go off of meetings. So it has 7 meetings. So I think what I'm going to do is we're just going to dive in really deep into each meeting. So then it goes the same length as my devotional goes. And then we'll be starting up our Not Consumed as soon as we're done finishing that one up. And then as far as our read alouds, we didn't completely finish the Little House in the Big Woods, and our I think it was like book number 6 from The Secret of the Hidden Scrolls. So we're going to be finishing up these 2, and as soon as that is finished, our main read aloud is going to be Finding Winnie. You guys, I was looking for, like really fun living books, and this one sounded so sweet. I'm going to read it just so I don't butcher the story as I tell you guys. But it says, before Winnie the Pooh, there was a real bear named Winnie. In 1914, Harry Colburn, a veterinarian on his way to tend horses in World War I, followed his heart and rescued a baby bear. He named her Winnie after his hometown of Winnipeg and took the bear to war. Harry Colburn's real-life great-granddaughter tells the true story of a remarkable friendship and even a more remarkable journey, from the fields of Canada to a convoy across the ocean to an army base in England, and finally to the London Zoo, where Winnie made another new friend, a real boy named Christopher Robin. Here is the remarkable true story of the bear who inspired Winnie the Pooh. And after this book, there's a second book that's more of like a chapter book. So if the kids really like reading about the real life version of Winnie the Pooh, then we're going to jump into their chapter book for our following month. And now on to the winter books. I saw, you guys, I really, really want to buy land one day and just kind of have like our own little small homestead, because I think that would just be really great, especially right now with the prices of everything. Like, I really want chickens, but we can't have chickens where we're at, which is ridiculous to me, but it is what it is. So I figured, why not use this time to prep? So we are going to be diving into a winter treasury of recipes, crafts, and wisdom, and it's by Little Homestead. This book is so cute. If you are an aspiring homesteader, gardener, whatever you want to label it, this book it has so much. It tells you when you can plant certain plants right now in the winter time, when you harvest. It tells you, it gives you some hot cocoa and homemade bread recipes. It goes into crafts like a homemade citrus garland. and even some candied oranges. It's a really, really cute book. So I figured that this would be the perfect little, it has a DIY compost bin. So it just has lots of little like handy activities that you can do throughout the winter time. There's even a pine cone bird feeder. So it just has like a lot of like variety in the types of activities that it has, whether it's baking or actual crafts, and just giving you information on different trees and the saps that they have and what those can be used for. So I thought that would be a really fun addition. And then I've been meaning to buy this book for I think the last year or two, and I finally did it. I'm so happy. Goodbye Autumn, Hello Winter. I believe we have the Goodbye Spring, Hello Summer book, or maybe it's Hello Summer or Hello Winter, Goodbye Summer. I don't know. We have one of these books and my kids absolutely loved it. And so I'm so happy to be adding this one into our home library. But look, they're absolutely beautiful, you guys. And it just talks about like the changes of the seasons. It gives you pictures on what to look for. So it's really nice. And then for our last season themed book, I have Seasons of Life, Our Walk with Christ. And it says, the changing of seasons is one of the best ways to see God's work firsthand, with the gentle love and attention used in creating each beautiful day for us. But did you know that there are reminders left all around us about the lessons the Bible teaches? In this wonderfully crafted book, you and your child can follow along with a family as they venture through their local park and tell the stories and parables of Jesus' life. Discover the special meaning and lessons held in each season as they walk with Jesus throughout the entire year. So they go through each season, and I thought that that would be a really sweet book as we jump into the start of a new year. And then we're going to be diving into the Bible a little deeper and just our relationship with God. And there's very beautiful pictures, so I thought that would be a nice addition into our morning basket. Now, as far as our baking and candy making books, I thought this would be really fun. I probably should have done this as our theme last month, just because, you know, 'tis the season of sweets, basically. But I thought that this would be fun just because it's still winter, it's cold, you're indoors more, and what better way to celebrate being indoors than by baking? So the first one is Candy, the Sweet History. So this goes into all of the different history and how certain candies came about and who created them. And I thought that this would just be like a fun history lesson that doesn't feel like a history lesson. So the next one sounds like a really, really sweet story. It is Thunder Cake, and it says, a thunder cake must reach the oven before the storm arrives, but the list of ingredients is long and the storm is coming closer all the time. It's about a little girl who is afraid of the bad weather, and so her grandmother has created what's called a thunder cake. So they go running around their farm collecting all of the ingredients to bake this cake and get it in the oven before the storm comes. So I thought that this would also be, you know, sometimes my kids, they get scared from like when we have thunder and lightning. So I thought that this would also just, you know, help to show them that there are ways to beat your fear and get your mind off of things, but also just read a really sweet story about a grandmother trying to help her granddaughter. The next one is Apple Cake, a Gratitude. So it says, join a young girl for a walk through the countryside to gather ingredients for a delicious cake. Honey from the bees, milk from the cows, and apples from the trees. This simple story teaches little ones to celebrate the natural world and give thanks for nature's gifts. So this one also just sounded like it was right in line with some of our other books that I picked. Next, as far as our reading books go, is the Candymaker's Gift. It says, an inspirational legend of the candy cane. So once upon a time, a candy maker set out to create a special Christmas treat for children everywhere. A treat that would tell the story of Jesus. This legend of the candy cane wonderfully proclaims the best gift of Christmas. So I know that this is a Christmas book and you're probably like, that was last month. You're a little late. And you're right. But I felt like between all of the Christmas books that we had and then just going along with like our candy and baking theme, I felt like this would be a more appropriate fit with what I'm doing with our morning baskets. And you know, Christmas was just here, so it's still relevant to do this month. And we have baking day at Grandma's. I don't know if you guys can, there we go. And so it says, this gentle story will leave children feeling warm and fuzzy. It's perfect for individual sharing, story time, baking time, and pretty much any time. And then on the back, it even has Grandma Rosie's chocolate cake recipe. So that will be fun and super cute. But it's just like this little board book that I thought would be good to add in for my toddler. So, and you know, it's one that he can also look through while we read some of the other books and they don't get ripped because toddlers are fun. Okay, the last book I think is probably going to be my kids' favorite thing. It is a candy recipe book, and I got this because they have so many different types of candy. They have caramels, they have some lollipops, they have malted milk cream cookies. So they just have a whole bunch of different things that my kids can learn how to make. And while everyone or a lot of people are well versed in baking, there's not a lot of people who just stay at home and make candy. So I thought that not only could this be a good activity to kind of end the theme of our morning basket at the end of the month, but that it would just be a good skill for them to acquire. All right, so that is everything that is going to be in our morning basket for the month of January. If you guys are interested in checking out any of the books, I will link them all down below in the description bar. So make sure that you head that way if there's anything that you want to peruse and see if you're interested in adding into your home libraries. I'm so excited, you guys. We really fell off track last month, and don't get me wrong, like the rest was really needed. I had my focus on other things just to clean up the house and get things prepared for this new school year, and I successfully got that done. But I really miss just sitting down and reading stories with my kids and growing with them and doing our devotionals. I think we all miss that. So let me know what's in your morning basket. I would love to hear it and get some ideas. If you like this video, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up, hit that red subscribe button, and I'll see you again later. Bye.